It was hot AF today. How do you feel being back in the office?
Invigorated. Much like you feel invigorated being run over by a truck.
Shanti got a box of Maltesers for doing good work, like she does every day. I don't know why she's getting rewarded for just doing what she does every day. Maltesers.
Yummy.
Yummy. Going to meet up with a friend James that I haven't seen in a couple of years, so this should be fun. Just got to the Apple store. James isn't here. Typical. So James finally made it.
I'm pretty new to the city, so we'll see what we can find.
Woohoo! We're gonna get some coffee. Lunch is over! G'day guys. Well, it was hot AF today. That's right, hot ABBA father. It just felt like I was walking through the world's largest oven. It's not great. I was at the station today and it just felt like I was in a giant sauna with a whole bunch of clothed people. It was just not fun. Speaking of clothed people, I've been watching a lot of Netflix and I love the stuff that is on at the moment. I mentioned that I've been watching Travelers and I mentioned that I just finished watching Lemony Snickets, which my sister didn't like and I don't understand why. She should like the things that I like. Everybody should be like me. To be honest, the stuff I'm waiting for, like Game of Thrones, is coming out later this year. Silicon Valley is coming back, which I'm very excited about. Movie-wise, I'm really excited to see the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Have you seen that stuff? Have you seen that trailer? It looks lit AF. That's right, lit ABBA father. Now, before Netflix came on board, there was no binge watching. Actually, the term binge watching was called marathons. And you would get a whole bunch of your friends together, unless you were, lonely like me growing up. And you would sit in the dark room for hours on end. You would watch 3 or 4 things in a row. So the term binge watching didn't exist until Netflix turned up. If you think about it, the word binge leads to bad things. And I think that we shouldn't be binge watching so much. And here's why. It's because it's distracting us from what's really going on. They're distracting us every weekend with a new series and Hollywood is pumping tons and tons of money because why? They're trying to distract us from the truth. Netflix is stealing your information. That's right, they're watching what you watch. Why do you think the shows are so addictive? It's basically trying to distract you from what's really happening in the government. Facebook, Google, Netflix, they're all conspiring together. And that's because this is the birth of Skynet. Have you heard about machine learning? That's what these things are doing. They're learning about you. Netflix is a machine and it's learning everything about you. Every second you watch, every moment you spend in front of that TV, it's learning about you. Facebook is learning about you. Google is learning about you. All these machines are learning about you. Cars are going to be driving themselves in the future. Drones are going to be flying themselves and delivering pizza for you in the future. But you know what? It doesn't stop there. Eventually, the cars are going to start crashing. The drones are going to start delivering bombs to your house. Google is going to start taking your information and buying stuff in your name. Amazon is going to start delivering viruses to your house. You know why? The machines know you're weak. Trump isn't there because the US elected him. Trump is there because the machines wanted him there. If you rearrange the word Netflix, it forms the word tinflex. Tin as in the metal that the robots will be eventually made out of, and flex as in the muscle that the machines have over us. Think about it. Netflix, tinflex. Skynet, Judgment Day. No fate but what we make. I'll be back. Together, we are the revolution.